Tennessee State University once again proposing millions of dollars worth of cuts that they admit will impact lives.
The difference now is they believe they have a plan that could keep the cash-strapped university open for at least the next 5 years. News Channel 5 investigative reporter Levi Ismail went through this plan. What's the reaction from TSU and lawmakers?
You know, lawmakers actually call this one of the best meetings that they ever had between them and TSU that they've had in 9 months, mostly because they believe in new leadership at TSU in spite of what could be some tough days ahead. TSU officials mentioned several times that they understood there are real people behind these numbers, and so those lives will be impacted. That said, the historically black university was now back in front of the State Building Commission to propose roughly $13 million worth of cuts to staffing, while also ending even more low-performing degree programs. This is after TSU already laid off more than 100 staff members last fall. TSU interim president Dwayne Tucker also proposed cutting between $18 to $20 million in scholarships for incoming freshmen. He did, however, say that this would not impact the scholarship money already promised to current juniors and seniors. Tucker said this and many other cuts could reduce the university's deficit by $37 million, but they're counting on another sort of lifeline. TSU was given $250 million by the state back in 2023 after the state realized they underfunded the university $544 million less than what they paid the other land-grant university, the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. The Biden administration said the number was closer to $2.1 billion, which has been a point of focus for TSU alumni ever since. But that number has barely even been acknowledged by state officials, and today was no different. Tucker said what's important to remember is that this is money that can only be used on capital projects and building improvements. But he argued, what good is a building project if the university can't survive in the meantime? He's now asking state leaders to change how TSU can use this money, but says he's open to creating benchmarks for how TSU can be responsible in their spending.
We just want a little bit more flexibility to, in effect, run the business while we establish credibility. And I am open to having identify those benchmarks, not only for drawing down the cash, but it has to have a little flexibility where we don't have to come down every month.
Lawmakers like House Speaker Cameron Sexton said that they felt the ask was reasonable, and many of them said they're more optimistic now because Tucker is leading the charge at TSU. Tucker said he is willing to stick around and see these changes through as long as the TSU Board of Trustees is willing to keep him. He said while he's hopeful the state will pay the remaining $294 million of what they owe, he plans to also announce a capital campaign calling on the TSU alumni community to donate $100 million over the next 2 years. With News Channel 5 Investigates, I'm Levi Ismail.